Time to go back inside the coach's room. I'm Petey. It's time to break down Game 7 between the Montreal Canadiens and the Buffalo Sabres. And this one was a little bit of a roller coaster ride. So let's do what we do here on Inside the Coach's Room, and let's get to the video. We're 5 minutes into the first period, and Montreal is coming up through the neutral zone on a breakout. And I want to show you this. Some of the mistakes that the Buffalo Sabres make on this. First, Anderson has a full head of steam as he's coming through the neutral zone, and he beats everybody up the ice, and he's going to be first on the puck. But I want you to see how the Buffalo Sabres arrive in defensive zone coverage. These are the three forwards, and there is confusion. You see, they're even asking each other, where the heck do we go? Where the heck to go? Look at this. Now we're pointing here. No one knows where to go. All three of them you could cover with a blanket. They're not defending. They're surely not working themselves back to get into this play. So as Anderson beats this play, Quinn has now decided he is the low forward. Once you've assigned that there is a low forward, that means the other two forwards have to split up. Somebody's got to go cover this side of the ice. You need one guy on this side and one guy on this side. Helenius and Zucker are duplicating on this side of the ice. That's going to matter here in a little bit. And let's go back down to Anderson below the goal line. He gets a stick on this. He's able to knock this puck over to Texier, and he's going to get the puck out the other side. Now look in front of the net, the battle between Quinn and Danault. That's going to matter in just a minute too. So the puck's going to get to Texier. Texier is going to find Gooley up high in the zone. Why is that a problem? Well, both Buffalo forwards were on the wrong side of the ice. Nobody came over to protect the weak side of the ice. Now, if Zucker is on this side of the ice, he might have been able to get a stick on this pass. Gooley clearly wouldn't have been this open, but he is. And just like we say, when one mistake creates another mistake. So because there was no forward in this area of the ice for the Buffalo Sabres, now they have to cover. So Quinn has to get out to get in front of Gooley and try to get in front of this shot. What does that do? That leaves Danault alone, all in front of the net. So as Gooley gets his puck, he delivers it to the net to Danault, just under the stick of the Buffalo Sabre, and it's in the net. When you look at this from the overhead, look at the confusion. First, there's pointing going on. You go there, you go there. No, I'll go there. You go there, I'll go there. All that confusion leaves two guys here and nobody here. And that's how this goal starts to break down defensively. When you see this puck come across in front of the net to Danault, it is off his skate. But that's what happens when you drive the net and get to the right place and the puck gets delivered there. This one gets by Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and it's 1-0 Montreal. So let's get to Montreal's power play. 6 minutes to go in the first period. This one won't take long as Lane Hutson gets around the top. Samuelson's got him. Samuelson's on the left side of the ice as you're defending, and Hutson moves the puck around. Hutson's going to deliver this puck to the net, and he's going to get a bounce, and it's going to go into the corner. Why does that matter? Well, watch where Samuelson goes on the far side of the ice. Suzuki has the puck behind the net. And Samuelson, I'm not sure what Samuelson's doing. I don't know if he thinks that this pass is going to be a hard rim, and that's why he's drifting. But the problem with him drifting is he's not protecting the front of the net. He's not protecting the seam to the most dangerous Montreal Canadian on the ice right now. It's not these two. They're behind the goal line. It's this guy. He's the one-time threat through the seam. Samuelson has to stay in front of the net so he can block this pass coming through, get a stick on this pass. He doesn't. Suzuki, unbelievable play. One touch, backhand, through the middle of the ice, puts this one on Bolduc. Bolduc delivers this to the net, up over the shoulder. 2-0 Montreal. Well, let's start the comeback. That's what Buffalo does, and let's do the things that Buffalo does. They get to the net, and they crash the net hard. That's what happens here. You're going to see the goaltender Dobes get a stick on this puck, and it's going to go right to Samuelson. It goes through this crowd, and then the three Buffalo forwards are going to converge at the net. Not much to this. Samuelson delivers it. Dobes can't see, and this one goes past Dobes. Now it's 2-1, but when you see this from behind, and Dobes had no chance here. Look at his face. He has no chance of stopping this puck off the pants of Greenway. Greenway gets the goal. Buffalo's on the board. It's 2-1. So let's go to the third period. Now we're 13 minutes left in the third period. It's a face-off in the offensive zone for the Buffalo Sabres. Let's show you the plays that make the play as this play comes back. These are the two Montreal Canadian forwards. Their job is to get to the defense of the Buffalo Sabres, but watch what happens. The play that makes the play is Josh Doan. Josh Doan picks Bolduc on this play, and I know people are looking for the interference call, but he lets go in enough time. He doesn't hold on forever, but just enough to intercept Bolduc, and he doesn't allow Bolduc to get his quick feet on Power, and Power drives to the middle of the ice, and that's how this play starts. So Power gets up the middle of the ice, and I do wonder what Doc is doing, and I do wonder why Doc doesn't close this gap to Dahlin. It's going to matter here in a little bit. So as Power drives across the middle of the ice, you're going to see the forward can't catch him. Bolduc can't catch him, can't get ahead of him. And because he can't get ahead of him, Now Doc, just like we said in the play before, one mistake creates two. So Bolduc can't catch him. Doc can't let Power shoot from here. He can't let Power drive. He's already inside the top of the circle. So Doc fronts the shot. But when Doc fronts the shot, that's going to leave Dahlin open on the backside. Power slides it to Dahlin. Dahlin gets this one up in and tight over Dobes. And this game is tied. And look how tight this shot is. This is an unbelievable shot by Dahlin. On his stick, off his stick, before Dobes can get there. And Dobes just misses this. Dahlin makes it 2-2. Now we got to go to overtime. Under 10 minutes left in overtime. Buffalo has dominated the third and overtime. They've outshot the Montreal Canadiens 16-7 in the third period in overtime. And here we are on a face-off. So let's watch this. This is face-off number 1. Buffalo wins the face-off. It gets back to Dahlin. Quick shot, on net, whistle. So let's go to face-off number 2. Buffalo battles for the puck. Tage Thompson battles, gets the puck down the wall. We see the wall battles between Montreal and Buffalo, and here goes Tage Thompson. Gets another one battle along the wall, gets the puck, comes off the wall, delivers the puck on net, and another whistle. 2 faceoffs, 2 wins, 2 shots. Let's see what happens on the third one. Third faceoff in a row. Buffalo wins it again. This one because of Norris. Norris bumps the puck back to Dahlin, and look at how much room Dahlin has when he receives the puck. He's got a lot of room here. He fakes the shot. And I'm not saying anything because I don't know, in hindsight's 2020, but what if he takes the shot here? Dobes is standing up trying to look over traffic. He's got people in front of the net, and he's got somebody for a high tip. If this puck gets delivered now, I'm not saying it goes in the net. I'm just saying this is a different outcome in overtime with 10 minutes to go, but Dahlin doesn't take this shot. He waits. And when he waits, he's trying to make a better play. And watch out for Demidov, because Demidov keeps coming. Now Dahlin's in trouble. Dahlin's got no room to work with, and he's got to move the puck. Unfortunately, he doesn't move it here. He can't push it to his partner, and he can't get it to the inside. He hangs onto it for a little bit longer. So there goes Dahlin. Now he tries to bump the puck into Thompson. So I'm going to hand my problems off to you. I've got no space. Well, now you've got no space. So he gives the puck off to Thompson, and now Carrier comes all the way up. Great angle by Carrier, and Carrier makes the play that makes the play. He gets a stick on Thompson, so it doesn't allow Thompson to put this puck deep into the net and then let the Buffalo Sabres survive. Instead, the puck just drifts off to the side. Carrier first to it. He looks and he delivers this puck up to Newhook all the way up the ice, gets it past Tage Thompson's stick, and this puck lands on Newhook. Now, Dahlin, could he close the gap? Potentially, yeah, he could keep this gap, but when he looks up, he sees speed, and he wants to play this soft because he knows he lost his forward. So it's okay that Dahlin's got a little bit of a gap here because he sees numbers coming at him. As the puck gets delivered to Newhook, you're going to see Buffalo takes speed driving to the net. Everything's fine. And you see where the shot's from. Shot's from the top of the circle. And what happens? It gets through. Montreal Canadiens win this game in overtime, and you see Newhook, the puck is on its edge. It's not flat on the ice, and I'm not saying that makes a difference for the Buffalo goaltender, but this puck definitely is a knuckleball, and you can see it flutter all the way in, and UPL just cannot get a handle on this. The Montreal Canadiens go on to win this game 3-2 in overtime. No time to rest. They got to get on a plane today and head to Carolina and get ready for a team that's been waiting for days in the Carolina Hurricanes, who have not lost a game yet in this playoffs. They're going to have their hands filled, but they're going to bring something that the other two teams that Carolina has faced do not bring, and that's speed. And so it's going to be a little bit different series. Now let's see if that Montreal speed can cause any problems for the smothering defending of the Carolina Hurricanes. No matter what happens, I'll be right here inside the coach's room breaking it all down until they award the Stanley Cup. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Petey, and we'll see you at the rink.